Mouratoglou is concerned after hearing what Novak Djokovic said in press conference at the US Open. Novak Djokovic was unsuccessful in his bid to win a 25th Grand Slam at the 2025 US Open. When Djokovic lost to Carlos Alcaraz in New York, he suffered his fourth major semifinal defeat of the season. After the match, Djokovic admitted it will be very difficult to beat Alcaraz and Jannik in the future. The world number 1 and 2 have shared the previous 8 Grand Slam titles between themselves and contested 3 of the 4 major finals in 2025. Weighing in with his thoughts on Djokovic's post-match comments, French coach Patrick Mouratoglou shared his concerns. Patrick Mouratoglou is concerned that Novak Djokovic doesn't believe he can win another Grand Slam. Appearing as a guest on the Business of Sport podcast, Mouratoglou was asked about Djokovic's chances of winning another Grand Slam title. He is the best of all time without any doubt, but even the way he expresses it makes me feel that he doesn't believe he can, said Mouratoglou. When you hear the press conference after his loss against Carlos Alcaraz at the US Open, he basically says, "I don't know how I can do that." Mouratoglou then revealed what he'd do if he was coaching a 38-year-old Djokovic. "I would make sure that Novak would really believe that he could beat them because I think that he can. I think it's a question of motivation. In his career, when it was a question of life or death for him, he was always successful," he said. "I think the example of the final of the Olympic Games is a great example. He was completely dominated by Carlos in Jannik's center and not winning anything, and then suddenly the Olympics come and it's a title he wants more than anything, and he delivers the match to beat Carlos in the final. So the motivation, and I understand when you have fought all your life to become the greatest and you finally make it, what is behind? How can you be as motivated as before? It's almost impossible. I would really think of how to bring the fire back. That's what I would think. I don't know if I would find a solution, but that's what I would really look for because I think that's the only key." It's tough to imagine that either of the remaining 2 tournaments on Djokovic's 2025 schedule will bring the fire back, as he is set to play an exhibition event in Saudi Arabia and an ATP 250 tournament in Athens. He could, however, find motivation at the World Tour Finals, where he can extend his winning record. Novak Djokovic could win a record-extending 8th ATP Finals title in 2025. The Serbian star currently sits 3rd in the live ATP race to Turin and looks well-placed to qualify for the year-end ATP Finals. Should he do so, he will have the chance to add an 8th ATP Finals title to his collection. There are, however, concerns that Djokovic will skip the event, just as he did in 2024. The Serb, approaching the end of his career, has made it clear that his priority is to perform at the Grand Slam tournaments, but doesn't seem to feel the same about the Tour Finals. Should he withdraw, then we will likely see him return ahead of the 2025 Australian Open, where he will have another shot at winning major number 25. Only time will tell what Djokovic will do in the future, but it will certainly be something to look out for. Djokovic will appear at the upcoming Six Kings Slam exhibition event in Saudi Arabia, which begins on Wednesday, October 15th.